of course AI is dangerous and scary and risky. And a lot of that comes from the fact that we don't know how it works. And you hear that said in a semi-panicky voice. We don't know how it works. I don't think enough attention is paid, however, to the last two words of that sentence, which is, it works. It works because it's reflecting something true about the nature of the world. The world is, after all, the ultimate black box, and much of AI's uninterpretability, inexplicability, comes from its reflection of that nature of the world. The world consists of particulars. Many, many particulars joined in interdependent relationships, all at the same time. It's impossibly complex. But our approach in the West for 2,500 years or so has been to instead look for truth in the universals, in the rules and principles and the laws, all of which are understandable to us, and that we think apply to particulars, as they do, and that's where we get explanations and truth. That's true, but there's also a great deal of stubborn reality and value in the particulars themselves. And machine learning learns from particulars, and it doesn't rarely does it generate universals that are like the ones that we're used to, that we can understand and apply. I mean, a machine learning model is a generalization, but it's a generalization made up of these particular relationships. So complex that we can't apply it. We have to run the machine to apply it. And so this casts the world in a new and I think very helpful and realistic light. You can see this in many of the concepts by which we understand ourselves and our worlds. And for example, in morality, where we have always in the West looked to big universal frameworks that we can apply and that will give us our answer. But it never gives us our answer. We always still continue arguing about how the thing applies. It doesn't do the job that we want it to do. And that's because when we engage in moral thinking about some real issue before us, large or tiny, we carefully think through the particulars in all their configurations. And that's what enables us to determine, to come to a moral decision, not the simple application of law, at least not very often. We see the same sort of thing happening in our understanding of everything from causality to creativity to humor. I think we are on the verge of, or starting down the path to, a really significant change in how we think about ourselves and our world, focusing not on the large generalizations and universal rules and principles, but instead really valuing and investigating the particulars of situations. And that's what I want to talk with you about, how the world looks different in the light of AI. Hope to see you there. Thanks.